This is not easy. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Today we are headed out to White Sands National Park. Come on with us and check it out. There was nobody at the check-in station, so I might get arrested, who knows, but we went through it. Our first ever national park. 50 years old and I've never been to a national park. What do you think, Worm? So that out there is a playa, and apparently water comes down off of the mountains all the way around here and can be 1 to 2 feet below there, and sometimes during the monsoon season, which apparently it is monsoon season right now, hasn't rained the entire time that we've been here, the water will fill this basin up. So we walked down into the playa. It's pretty neat. You actually can bring dogs on a leash to this park. I did not bring Rupert in May because it's been close to 100 degrees here in the afternoon, and I just didn't want to bring them in the heat. I was too afraid. And just like that, this trail is over. It was only half a mile. So that sign up there said that this area had dinosaurs and mammoths and saber-toothed cats and all of that fun stuff. So this area is called the safety corridor, and we cannot stop. We can drive through it, but we cannot stop under any circumstances. Probably where the aliens live. Alright, so this is the end of the pavement, and now you start driving on sand. Oh, look at all that noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very ripply sounding. This is pretty cool out here. Stay alive. This is a 5-mile hike. We're not doing the whole thing because we are not prepared hikers by any means, so we're just gonna walk along, check out some of the dunes here. Maybe a couple miles we'll go. We'll see. Worm was too chicken to do the whole 8 miles. This is definitely not Florida sand. It's kind of slippery, if you will, and it's very powdery. It almost looks like it has glass in it, and that's from the gypsum. It's very peaceful out here. And I forgot my sunglasses. If you come to White Sands, make sure you bring sunglasses. The sun glaring off of the sand. Ooh, it's brutal. The little ripples in the sand from the wind. That is neat. The wind comes through here, and anybody who walks, it'll just erase your footprints. I know why they call this a strenuous hike. Trying to walk in the sand is difficult. Especially going up a hill, you just kind of slide right back. The visitor center wasn't open when we came in, so we don't have sleds to be able to go sleigh riding. So we're probably going to have to go back up to the visitor center so we can get a sled. because I want to go sleigh riding on the sand. All right, let me just stop right here and address the sleigh riding at White Sands National Park. I saw this everywhere when I was doing research on what to do in the park, and I thought it was going to be fun. I was looking forward to it. I couldn't wait to do it. The visitor center being closed when we got there was probably a blessing in disguise. Later on, as we went about the park more, we started seeing people trying, and I'm using that word loosely, trying to sleigh down the sand dunes. It looked like more like an exercise than it did sleigh riding. Now, maybe I have it in my head thinking, you know, sleigh riding on snow, you go zoom, but these people sat on these little discs and basically scooched their way down these sand dunes. And when Kevin and I saw that, we looked at each other and I was like, I'm not spending the money to get one of those sleds to do this. And it wasn't cheap either. It's been a few months. That's how far behind I am on videos. But it was something like $15 for the disc, and then you had to get the wax and wax it. I said no, so we did not do the sleigh riding. You will hear some military planes around here too. We're right next to White Sands missile range testing thing. And I think they land some like space stuff here too. Oh my God. This is not easy. Oh my goodness. Come on, worm. Come on, try. Come on. You can do it. Holy crap. Wow. Whew. You're not even panting. Stunning view. If you can get up one of these dunes. So we are here, and then we can go either direction. It doesn't matter. It's just a big loop. If you can't see the next marker, turn back. Don't rely on your footprints. They can disappear quickly. Definitely want to do this park in the morning or in the evening. Avoid the hot sun. There is no shade anywhere. Only at the picnic shelters. And that shade is kind of limited. I think it's like 9:30 in the morning here, and the sun is already starting to get a little bit too hot. So we'll get this done hopefully here quickly. Now we have to go uphill. All right, there's a trail marker. Got to make sure we see the markers. watch out for the big dog, coyote. What do you think? You like it? Thumbs up? How are you doing? We brought water so we don't dehydrate. And there's my work emails. I must have signal here. Cell phone signal is spotty in here. One spot you'll have it, another spot you won't. Clearly you can hear my Teams notification and emails going off. Can't get 5 minutes apiece. So this section of White Sands, it's before you get to the main dunes, and this is where most of the wildlife lives. So there's coyotes, there's kit foxes, there's mice, birds, roadrunners, meep meep. I want to find coyote with the Acme bombs catching roadrunner. Silent. Every once in a while you hear a military jet or just a regular commercial jet flying over, but it's so quiet. There could be a coyote in there, right? White Sands National Park. Definitely a cool national park that you can do on a day trip. So if you're around Alamogordo, New Mexico, you might want to check it out. We stayed at a state park in Alamogordo. It was the closest state park to White Sands. I forget the name of it. And I apparently did not take any video of it, or it's on another memory card that I don't know where it is. But I can't find it. But it was a really, really nice state park in Alamogordo, New Mexico, close to White Sands. If you don't have a lot of time, you can make a day trip out of White Sands. It's totally doable. I believe there were like 4 or 5 trails at White Sands National Park, and we did 4 1/4 out of the 5. By the time we kind of got to the end, it was just getting way too hot for us to go on another one, so we just went back. The 5-mile hike that you did see us trying to get up the dune, we obviously didn't do that one, so we just went a couple dunes in and then turned around and came back. The Playa Trail, you saw that's only like a 1/2 mile, and then there is like a backwoods camping area. We did not go on that trail because there were horses riding it, and we didn't want to scare the horses. Yes, you can actually bring your horses into White Sands and ride your horses. Someone's got the sleepies, Miss May. Say hi, Ruby. We just got back from their dinner walk, and they just ate. So their bellies are full. They're gonna nap now. Also beware, there is no shade in White Sands National Park. They do have an area that has like some picnic shelters. Even when we were there in the off season, it was end of September, beginning of October. It was still busy, but the picnic area was just packed. Apparently, if you are not there early to get one of those picnic shelters, you are out of luck. And they're small. It's just like a little dome, half dome thing over a picnic table. You also need to check the White Sands National Park website for the fees. I don't know how much or if they charge a fee. I'm pretty sure they do, but when we got there, it was so early, they did not have anybody in the booth, and it was just open. So we just drove in, and I didn't get arrested, so I don't know if there's a fee or not. But the most important thing, that safety corridor that I was talking about, that they will actually close during any sort of missile testing and whatever else, alien landings, whatever else that they do at that Air Force Station. And they will post the dates and times that the safety corridor is going to be closed, so you do not want to go during that time or you will not be able to get in. You could get to like the visitor center and that, but you won't be able to get back to the main dunes. So I think that's going to do it for White Sands National Park in New Mexico. It was a very fun trip for my first and Kevin's first national park. So I will ask you to do the normal YouTube thing, click that like button, hit the subscribe button, share if you think somebody would like to see this video. I am almost to 1,000 subscribers and I would really love to hit that 1,000 mark. So I thank you all who has hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And I am looking forward to welcoming more of you into the Travel Paws RV Pack. Upcoming videos, we have Grand Canyon National Park, then Mammoth Cave National Park, Great Smoky Mountain National Park, and then ending a trip with Kevin with New River Gorge National Park in West Virginia. Also have a couple modifications that I have done to the camper. I did add some solar to this camper, but it is not that gold standard Victron, Battleborn batteries, and all of that stuff. So if you are interested in that, hit the subscribe button. Those videos will be forthcoming. Say hi, Kevin! And from Rupert, May, and David, we will see you guys in the next video.